This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Okay, we got Future and Metro Boomin. They were able to pull their tour off, even though so many dates got canceled. Nobody wanted to see them. I don't know why. Their album did well, but people just didn't want to see Future for some reason. Maybe he's not a good touring artist. I have no idea. I don't know how these things work with tours. It's like complicated. But they pulled that off. And a lot of people were saying he misses Drake on the tour because he's playing certain Drake songs. I have no idea. I think they regret going so hard against Drake. I think it only benefited one person here, and that's Kendrick Lamar. You know, that, yeah, you got some more sales on that album, but I think it really, like, they feel like they were left out of the, they thought the conversations was going to go a little bit differently in their favor, and it didn't. It went all Kendrick Lamar. Then we got Wack 100 calling out Jay Prince, and Jay Prince Jr. says they're up to no good. When rappers come to Houston, they play with loaded dice. They have a play they're going to do with you, and that's what caused probably a discrepancy with Quavo and the people he's playing dice with, which is Jay Prince's people, Jay Prince Jr.'s people, and resulted in someone dying, which was Takeoff. The Prince family is no good. Okay, they're bullies. Their father built a name for himself, and the kid, I would say kid, because Jazz Prince doesn't act like this. You know, like, at least if he does act like it, he does it in private. Because I'll tell you this much. What is this? I'll tell you this much. Jay Prince Jr., this guy thinks he's his dad. He's like, yo, I know street guys. You grew up rich, bro. What are you talking about? You grew up rich. Talk about the streets. Yeah, your dad and you guys are affiliated with the streets, but dude, you grew up rich. I don't say, I've been around people, you know, I'm definitely not comparing myself to them, but like, just because you've been around some street stuff doesn't mean, and you deal with the streets, doesn't mean talk like you grew up hard, the streets, like, nah. T.I. gets arrested. We'll get more on that later. T.I. gets arrested, I think in Maryland, for mistaken identity. Clifford Harris. There was another person with the name Clifford Harris that had a warrant. How it would match T.I., I have no idea. The computer system must have glitched out, and he got arrested temporarily and then let go. So, let's see, where was it? Maryland. And oopsie. That's not a good idea. That's not good, because T.I.'s probably going to... T.I.'s probably, TMZ spoke with Clayton County Sheriff over the phone and got his client out of prison in less than 2 hours after the arrest. He might have a case against the airport. I don't know. And then he's also trying to get some motion to dismiss lawsuit with him in battery and assault with that woman, T.I. and Tiny. They're both getting sued in court. He has his own legal battles. People don't even think about him anymore. There was one time where they were trying to get rid of T.I. and they didn't get rid of him. So now they're trying to, like, I guess they're trying in different ways now. I don't know. Boosie is sick of people blaming Gucci Mane for all of his artists having troubles. I don't know. There's a common denominator here. It's called 1017 Records. It might not be, Gucci's not telling these people what to do. I get that and all that, but it might be a curse of some sort, bro. Like, everybody goes to jail or dies. And Boosie, you shouldn't be talking about having a label. Your only artist that you've got going somewhere. You guys have the biggest beef ever. You say he owes you money. He say you didn't take care of him as an artist. This is just a lot going on there. Boosie's becoming maybe the labels he hated. It's crazy. I don't know how to look at that situation, because I look at it as, like, when you learn more, it's like the brother involved and everything. It's just like, it's a big mess. It was just never organized. So, of course, there's confusion, you know? Boosie not wanting to sign contracts, having his brother sign them, but now, all of a sudden, that goes in his favor. I don't like people that do stuff like that. Like, they're too lazy to do certain stuff, and then it just ends up working in their favor because they were lazy. Or they try to make it work in their favor. That's slime ball to me, you know? Am I making sense? Like, he wouldn't sign all of his contracts. He'd have his brother do them for him, which gets his brother hemmed up in problems, right? Because now you're forging your brother's signature just to get the business done. And then when your brother's upset about the business, Boosie, you blame the other brother and cancel him. I think he even hemmed his brother up in some court case where money was missing from his account. It turned out his brother didn't steal it. So, like, that's slime ball stuff to me, to just throw your brother under the bus like that. Nah. And John B calls out Gunna and Chloe Bailey for sampling his song They Don't Know from back in the 90s and just not giving him credit and doing the business properly. That's a slap in the face when someone takes something you worked hard on and then, like, repurposes it and then calls it their own. Nah. Can't go down like that. John B had a bunch of legendary records. I suggest if you're not familiar with them, definitely go back and look at them and listen to his old albums. They were really good. Like, that's when R&B music was R&B music. You know, that was a good pocket of time. That's when neo soul came. I'm not saying he was neo soul, but like, that's like a good pocket in the 90s and early 2000s where, like, really great music came out, you know? And that's missing from today. Like, the music's not as good. It's just not, you know? I don't know if it's because I'm older or it just really isn't as good. But you know what? Even the music in the 90s wasn't as... If you look at music in the 60s and 70s, that was better. So it's like, we're continuing to go downhill, you know? We're continuing to go downhill. Anyways, this is Jordan Tower with JT News. Peace.